2.
Hello, CVU. It is I, Peter Booth, your RISE coordinator, here to talk a little bit about RISE signups, which will be beginning today and running throughout this week. So as you know, RISE is this June, May 29th to June 11th, and we're going to talk about how signups are going to work this year. So in just a few minutes, I'm going to send you all a Google form, and in that Google form, you're going to give us your top 5 choices for your AM sessions and your top 5 choices for your PM sessions. There are, I think, 45-ish sessions in the morning and 45 in the afternoon, and you'll be giving us your top 5 choices, and then also letting us know about your interest in the all-day sessions. There are a handful of sessions that run all day, and that's also in the Google form. Once we have all that data, we will run a program, which is a very sophisticated program. I'm not kidding, it is, written by Charlie McFadden, who has worked on it for literally a year, to place everyone in one of their top 5 choices. Here are some factors that are built into the program. First of all, grade level does matter. Seniors are given a slight priority. Seniors don't just get whatever they want, but seniors are sort of scheduled first in their blocks. So seniors do get preference, but there are seats in every session for every grade level. So it's not like seniors are going to fill up one session and then nobody else can get in there. So one factor that is factored into the algorithm is grade level. Second is the task of trying to get as many students as possible as close to their number 1 choice in the AM or the PM session. So the hope is that we can get everybody into one of their top choice or 2 in the AM or PM. And then when your first placement is made, if you got your first choice in the AM, that has some effect on your PM selection, because students who didn't get their top choice in the morning get prioritized more in the afternoon. Again, that's an attempt to get as many kids as possible into at least one of their top choices. Last year, when we used this program, it was very successful. Half of the entire student body, half of kids got both their first choice in the morning and their first choice in the afternoon. 2/3 of kids got at least one of their top 2 choices in both the morning and the afternoon. And 3/4 of kids got one of their top 3 choices between the AM and PM. And here's the important part. 100%, every single student who filled out a valid survey got one of their top 5 choices for the morning or the afternoon or for both. That, of course, begs the question, what is a valid survey? Glad I asked. A valid survey is a survey where you have chosen 5 different sessions. So you didn't choose, say, paper mache 5 times because you really, really want it. That's not a valid survey. So you choose 5 different sessions without repeating a session. That is one way to make sure your survey is valid. And then only choosing 3 or less, but up to 3 of the high interest sessions. And the high interest sessions are sessions that have been identified ahead of time as being really high interest, and that students have a high demand for. So those sessions are marked in the survey, in the catalog rather, with this red asterisk you can see here on screen. Sorry, I got flustered for a second. This is the same slide with the picture here. So in the catalog, there's a table of contents, which you can see here. And on the table of contents, the really popular sessions are marked with a red asterisk. And then as you scroll down in the catalog, you'll see that in the descriptions for each session, for example, art history, paint and sip here, that is also marked with a red asterisk mark. So you want to limit your choices of those high interest sessions to only 3. So 3 high interest and then 2 that are not indicated as the really high interest sessions. A couple of final notes about choosing your sessions. Teachers have designed learning sessions that we don't normally have in school. You can't spend time in your math class doing paper mache or Dungeons and Dragons. So teachers have really made an effort to find sessions where learning is happening, but it's different from regular school, and that they are designed to spark an interest in a new area. So if your most important thing in your life is Italian desserts, That doesn't mean you have to have Italian desserts or your life will be ruined. It would be great if you had Italian desserts, but there are lots of other things that might spark your interest. So as you're looking for what might be interest to you, don't just think either I love these things or I hate these things. Look for things that you're sort of curious about. Rise is still school. So look for a chance to try something new. This is one of the reasons that Rise was created, to foster a new interest in a non-traditional setting. And I'm not sure why this is here, but this is to be clear, there will be work. Rise is not intended to be an easy slack-off time. The focus is changing for those 2 weeks, but the goal is still student learning. So here's how you'll actually sign up, which you're going to be able to start doing in just a minute. You're going to look at the catalog. You may have a catalog in your advisory right now in paper, or you can go to this address here, tinyurl.com, Rise 2025 catalog, and open the catalog digitally. And then you'll have a piece of paper here, which your advisor hopefully has, and if they don't, you can get one in the print shop. And you'll see this is broken into 3 sections. There's the full day, there's the morning, and there's the afternoon. So if we go forward 1 slot, and this person has looked at the all-day sessions. They've listed off all the all-day sessions that they're interested in. That's kind of their first step. The next step is to take those sessions and put them in order. So of those 3 sessions I'm interested in, my top choice is back to school, my second choice is canoeing, and my third choice is the outdoor leadership. I'm now ready to sign up for my full-day session. Now that person goes to the morning section of the catalog and just writes down all the sessions that they have some kind of interest in. So this person was interested in Land Before Time and Stained Glass and Locally Fluent, the French session, Lego, Rise of the Master Builder. So these are all the ones they're interested in. And you can see that they have made a mark next to the ones that have asterisks, so they know which of their sessions that they're interested in have been pegged as high interest. They then took those sessions and put them in order. So this person's top choice is Lego, second choice is Stained Glass, third choice was upcycling, and fourth choice was D&D, but you can see they changed their mind and decided D&D was what they wanted instead of upcycling as their third choice. And then their fifth choice was where innovation meets learning. So these are their 5 choices in order. They're now ready to enter those choices into the Google form. I'll show you in a second. And then the same process for the afternoon. They listed out all the sessions they're interested in and then chose their top 5 and put those 5 in order. So this sheet here is now for someone who's ready to go in and enter these choices into their Google form. So here's the Google form, and you should read this here. The top section explains how the Google form works. They are going to collect your email. Apparently, I'm Gary Lambert right now because I'm in the studio with Gary's computer. And then it's pretty straightforward. AM choice 1. This person's now going to choose their first choice for their AM session. This person said that their first choice for their AM session was Land Before Time. So they're going to go here and go down to Land Before Time, which I don't see here in AM sessions. Excellent. I think it has a different name. The Land Before Time. There, they've chosen their first session. Then they're going to go and do this for each of their 5 sessions that they're interested in for the AM section. And then after that, these are all required. After they fill those out, they will click Submit. You should be more thoughtful than I'm being right now because I'm just getting through this screen. And then next, it gives you all your PM choices, which you will refer to your sheet of your top 5 choices in order again. And again, being way more thoughtful than I'm being right now. And the last piece is to look at the all-day choices. So here are the all-day choices, and you can indicate on these all-day choices, this is my top number 1 pick overall, or I'd be happy with this session, or this session sounds interesting, but I'm not sure about it, and then, I definitely don't want to do this. So I don't like water, so I do not want to do the lifeguarding. I'm already teaching, so I don't want to go back to school. Canoeing and camping sounds interesting to me. I'd like that, but it's not my top choice. I am a male, so I'm not going to be able to do Empower Her. Or Exploring the White Mountains. That's my top choice overall. That's what I would like to get for sure. And then Outdoor Leadership would be okay, and Unified Adventures would also be okay with me. So there's all my choices ranked of which one's my overall pick, my top one overall, and then differing levels of interest, and then submit, and I am done. So that's the process. Once you're done, you cannot resubmit your form, but you can edit your form. And when you hit submit on this, you'll get an email saying, here are your choices, and there'll be an option in that email to edit your form and change your choices. So if you fill your form out and then talk with a friend, and you're like, ooh, I didn't think of that one, I'm gonna go back and change my form, you can do that. A couple reminders. Signups aren't due until Friday. There's no reason to rush. There's no priority given to the person who hands their form in first. If you rush through it, all you're going to do is end up with courses you didn't really think about and then have some regrets. So don't rush through it. It needs to be done by Friday, but not before Friday. Broaden your idea of interest. Again, going back to you don't want to go into this with a mindset of that there's 3 things I like and everything else I hate. Think about what things you're just curious about. Don't choose more than one high interest session. And when you're done, so notes, you'll receive an email, you'll receive an email copy of your choices after you submit if you want to compare your choices with your friends. If you make a mistake, you will be able to edit it. And if you want to retake a session, talk to that teacher. So if last year you did a session you really, really like for example, Lego, Rise of the Master Builder. If you really did that last year, really enjoyed it with TJ, who's the runner who runs that session, go to TJ and talk to TJ and say, hey, can I sign up for this again, or should I not do that? And if TJ says you shouldn't do that, as a part of the algorithm, we'll be screening for those kids who took a session last year, and the teacher has said they shouldn't do it again this year. So that's what you want to do if you want to repeat a session from last year. If you have questions, talk to your advisor, and kids in advisory right now, especially 9th graders. If this is new for all of you, talk to other kids in your advisory right now about the process. You can send an email to the RISE committee email, cvurise@cvsd, and then your last resort, swing by room 120, which is right here by Four Corners, and ask for me, Peter Booth. And that is it. And I'm now going to change to my other computer and attempt to send out the forms right now. And I will keep you posted on how that goes. It's hanging a little bit. Okay, we're going to end the live stream and watch your email for an email coming in with an invitation for the Google form for your sessions. That's it. Thank you very much, CVU. Have a great day and a wonderful week.